I want to show you something. See these two sticks? Does anybody know the difference between the two? You just seen them laying on the ground, you'd probably think, well, those are just two sticks. See, one of them's an oak tree limb, and one of them comes off of a type of a holly tree. Why am I asking this? What does it matter? Well, I was thinking of it in relation to a quote from Charles Haddon Spurgeon I'd read yesterday, I believe, sometime. And the quote was, first off, if you don't know who Charles Haddon Spurgeon is, just Google him and you'll come up with like mountains and libraries of books and quotes and all. But he was the pastor of the Metropolitan Tabernacle in London in the late 1800s. But his quote was, this on my mind, is he said, discernment isn't knowing the difference between right and wrong, but knowing the difference between right and almost right. That's a mouthful. That's an amazing bit of wisdom. Knowing the difference between what's right and what's almost right. You see, we're plagued with that today. We've been plagued with that for a long time. With the mass information and communication and all we have now, I'd have to say, and I believe you'd agree with me, that things seem right when they're not. See, I was listening to a guy the other day. I was watching him on TikTok. Actually, he was walking around passing out $100 bills to people that, and if he told them if they can answer these simple questions about the Bible, then he'd give them $100 bill. God bless him for doing so, for spreading the word like that. But it amazed me just how little people knew about simple little things. You say, well, what's the big deal? Well, see, the enemy doesn't want us to know he's our enemy. And we do battle against a very, very real spiritual enemy. And the Word of God is our only weapon of warfare. It's our only defense. The Bible calls it the sword of the Spirit. It's our main line of defense, should I say, against the enemy, and shouldn't surprise us at all if he would want us to know very, very little about it. It's equivalent to those somebody saying they're a fighter pilot who's never even been close to a jet airplane. People who say that they're in the fight, this fight of faith that we call, yet we have no idea that we have this great weapon that defends us, that gives us victory, that gives us hope, because there's so many copies of it. There's so many counterfeits of it. I want to encourage you today to pray about it. Ask the Lord what He'd have you do about it. Help Him pray that He would help you have discernment to know the difference between that which is right and almost right. God bless you. Have a good night.